Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Lever Guns 5110. Today we're taking this 1886 Winchester. We got one of these recoil pads on the butt of it to soften the recoil on some of these really hard kicking calibers. And we are going to shoot it into mild steel with different weights of bullets. We're going to start out with the 535 grain bullet, 550 grain bullet, 535 grain bullet, which will be a barn solid bullet, and then last but not least the 300 grain bullet. Which one do you think will penetrate the best? We'll go from the heaviest to the lightest. The heaviest being 550 grain, the lightest being 300 grain. Which one do you think will penetrate the mild steel better? Let's show you the features on this gun. It's got a vernier peep sight. It's an 1886. It's got dual locking lugs that lock into here solidly and don't allow anything to go anywhere. It's got a 26-inch full octagon barrel that it has it's not really tapered that much. I don't know if you can see the end of that. And I don't know if you can see the caliber right there, but it is in caliber 5110. It weighs a little over 10 pounds, and it's fun to shoot. Let's get after it. Thanks for joining. All right, today we're shooting some mild steel with this 535 grain solid brass bullet from Barnes, with a 550 grain solid lead bullet, with a 535 grain solid lead bullet, and with a 300 grain jacketed soft point. Let's get started. We're going to start out with the lightest bullet first, the 525 grain bullet. I think I said that right in the video. So take a look at it. All right, post a hole right through it. Pretty neat little hole. Let's see if it hit our piece of wood here. Yeah, it hit our wood right here, because we had that sitting right like that. Okay, 550 grain solid lead bullet. This booger should be going a little bit slower, so we'll see if it penetrates. So take a look at it. All right, you can see 550 grain bullet going a little bit slower, hit right there. It looks like it's starting to break that weld loose though. Tilt this plate a little bit. I want it to be too straight on. 535 grain what is that? That's a solid bronze bullet. Shot lower because the metal's thicker down there. Hopefully, yeah. That's a 550 grain bronze bullet. All right, here goes nothing. Check it out. I don't know if you could tell, but that 300 grain bullet had a lot less recoil. And a lot more penetration. You see that hole? See, this is full house load on that 535 grain bronze bullet. This right here not only penetrated this, but it nearly penetrated that. I mean, it's got a crack in it right there. You see that crack? And it's got a crack in it right there. It penetrated right through that like it was butter. So this here, I don't know what thickness that is. I'll measure it later. Not much thicker than this. There you have it, 550 grain solid lead bullet, 525 grain lead bullet, 300 grain bullet, 535 grain solid bronze bullet from Barnes. Okay, we just measured it. This blade is 7/16. This blade here is 1/2 inch. So a 500, look at here, we found that. Ow, that thing's hot. This is the slug knocked out by that 300 grain bullet. It's just a solid chunk of steel. Ow, that thing's hot as a firecracker. It's been about a, I don't know. I'll get it up here where you can see it real good. It's just a solid chunk of steel knocked out by that 300 grain bullet. And you can see this is where this chunk of steel is what split the back of that other piece of steel. Because you can see the mark where it cracked it. So this is from the 300 grain bullet. This down here is 1/2 inch. This up here is 7/16. And you can see lighter bullets penetrate steel better at higher velocities. Here's all that was left of that 535 grain Barnes bronze solid bullet. That's all that's left. It's amazing how they disintegrate when they hit steel. Let's see if it's cool enough we can hold it. But this is the chunk that was knocked out by that 300 grain bullet. Ow, that's still hot. It's a solid chunk of steel. It just knocked out a plug. Still hot. And there's the hole. And here's the hole for the the dent for the bronze bullet, the solid. And here's the 525 grain solid lead bullet in the 7/16 plate. And there's the 550 grain. The loss of velocity is what caused the less damage. Even though this is 550 grain, it did less damage than that. That knocked out a plug. I haven't found it yet. And but that's what you got. 500 and beyond bullets don't penetrate as much steel in this gun because I can't get enough velocity. But the 300 grain bullet, right on through.